think we, we are challenged, literally, to really reflect as churches, because as we traveled through, we came to a reality that even within the church, the walls of division, racial division still exist. The cities are divided along racial lines, and yet we confess the same risen Lord Jesus Christ. So already from Washington, it became very clear that we do need to re-engineer, to reframe our theological thinking, our theological reflection. And this has been echoed here. The second thing that has struck me has been the fact that there is really no safe space when it comes to racial violence, racial injustice. Because while in Charleston we met with people in the church in the same space where the 9 members, including their pastor, were killed. And that is supposed to be a sanctuary, supposed to be sacred space, but it was not sacred. And we were informed that this was supposed to spark off racial violence. Now, coming then to Ferguson, it was also very revealing. The young people told us how there is such a strong disconnect between the youth in this movement for racial justice and the leadership of the churches, because 3 things have come up for me. One is the militarization of police and the law enforcement agencies, and it's not only in the United States of America, it is in many parts of the world. Number 3, racism has resurfaced itself in many other parts, whether it is through lack of citizenship rights, like in Japan, stateless people in many other places, and of course in the US itself. But also in Europe, we are seeing it through migration. So the resurgence of racial violence, racism, that then is manifesting itself the way it is. And thirdly, I think we are challenged, literally, to really reflect as churches, because as we traveled through, we came to a reality that even within the church, the walls of division, racial division still exist. The cities are divided along racial lines, and yet we confess the same risen Lord Jesus Christ. So really these 3 issues for me become very, very pertinent. How it means that for me, how do we as a global movement begin to bring up the issue of racial justice and at a global level to re-engage the churches afresh with the new dynamics, the new perspectives.